Well, evening, fellow zombies. Yeah, it's me again. 10:24 at night, West Coast time, Friday, September 6th, 2024. The Weaver, John C. of Roseman, California. Good Lord, he's back again. Yeah, what else is new? Ugly shirt still, stained with sweat and food and more sweat. It feels quite comfortable, too. I wish I could be smiling for the rest of the videos I'm going to be doing at this point over here, but this is crazy. I've got stuff loading up right now, which I don't know whether or not of YouTube is going to be happy with, and neither is Google, because some of the stuff I'm putting up there may or may not get flagged by law enforcement. So if it does, and they happen to get this particular video, note to these guys: look, I had to put this out there. I am sharing my experience, strength, and if there's any hope in there, I'm sharing that too, because this is ugly, this is ghastly, and this is going against community standards. But for a person who's fallen down a great deal and came back and struggling coming back up again, this is their journey, pal. And no, guys, this does not follow under the diary of a griever named John Weaver. That would mean that there was a lot of mourning, grieving, a lot of heavy duty emotions around that one. However, if this thing happened the way that it was planned to happen, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'm reacting to all the stuff that's happening currently, but also the past few decades that I can remember. So, this one storyteller is going to be telling story after story concerning about what I've been witnessing, what I've been trying to remember, what I've been learning about, and what I got a major gripe against. So, local and national law enforcement, you are watching. Shall we begin? Okay. We never did think about people popping their lids. Growing up as a kid, we never heard about it, and if they did, they kept it under wraps. No major press, no major publicity, just kept it under wraps. Nobody wanted to talk about the major S word, the major suicide. Nobody wanted to do that. It's the most heinous word that people can actually think about because it goes against religious scruples of any kind of belief and faith that I understand and acknowledge. And it's sometimes very limited knowledge out there. So I got to put that as a disclaimer there. If one values life, if one values one's place in the universe, trying to be cosmic and all at this point, then we can try looking at a potential giving up one's life voluntarily is considered a moralistic, heinous act. Unless, of course, we're going to be a martyr about it, or we're going to be, um, hate to use a Japanese word, but kamikaze about it, because we're doing it all in the name of a mindset, a philosophy, and stupidity at the same time, trying to gather whatever kind of egomaniacal megalomania street creds we're trying to get. For the name and the glory of some stupidity here. Or for whatever foolish name and person. For whatever reason is, that's what they're trying to do. But that's what we're facing right now. But back then, yes, we did have people in different portions of history trying to do those kind of suicidal runs. History is replete of it. But as far as my own personal history, remembering stuff, all I remember is people going through mental illness and trauma and whatever they're going through, and then trying to take people out one way or another. The term postal, going postal, remember that one? Yeah, for us older ones in the Generation X, and then the greatest generations in between, remember that kind of stuff. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, well, Pepperidge Farm. I hope you remembered all this stuff here. Did we think and did we remember anything about school bombings or school shootings or mall shootings or any explosions like that? Infrequent, scary, and not realizing why these things were happening except people were totally deranged. We've had them sporadically in a few places. Most notable for me was um, Twin Towers. We actually did have a van explode, but didn't do that much damage to the towers. Underneath did a little bit of damage, but not much. Towers are still there for another decade or two. Or they got taken down on 9/11, 2001. So give it about nearly a decade. Oklahoma City, however, was a guy protesting the IRS for some damn reason. A former military, U.S. Army, new explosives, got it loaded up in a van of fertilizer and stuff. So you can Google it. It's out there. It's on Wikipedia. And people lost lives in the Oklahoma City federal building, where there was also a daycare. And yeah, it got worse. The guy who, actually the two gentlemen who planned this damn thing, one of them got executed over it when they actually got the guy. And yes, we did have mass murderers out there trying to run around. We also had our Hillside Strangler. We also had Helter Skelter. I mean, we had our history full of these nut jobs trying to gather as much attention as they possibly can. But did they actually attack places to destroy just for the fun of it? Well, Similes Liberation Organization for banks. Yeah, that one place. But did we hear about students going off on the deep end and decided that killing people may be fun? Get our word out. We can become famous if we live long enough. Become martyrs. Most didn't make it. Some actually did go through court systems. We're getting too many of it right now as it is. One particular city that I just came across on YouTube this evening. I think it was about a day old on a tube. 300 calls came in. Various places of people planning on doing dastardly deeds in different places, and I'm not going to label which it is. But the cops, this time, they were way on the ball, and they got the callers. And their kids making fun of it. The youngest was about 12 years old. I think it's a damn game. These kids are getting charged. The parents are going to get their day in court in this one here too. I would be expecting that some of the parents who didn't know about this shit are going to get a talking to by local and federal on this one. The kids are now trying to make fun of the damn thing that's been going on, to think it's funny. Having a school shut up, having your peers getting slaughtered. Do I dare mention the M word? No, let's just use slaughter. That works. Or we can use the word destroy. Okay, let's use destroyed. Okay, so basically we got life destroyed. And there goes a dog walking down to go to the water dish. She's doing okay. And I'm just checking on my dog. So, kids think it's funny this season, this generation. They read reports, but they don't care. They've seen everything else happening in the world going hell in a handbasket, so they might as well have fun about it. Is this a head game going on through their heads? So the parents give them guns, or somehow the kids get access to guns, directly or indirectly. And so now they have the power of God of taking life away. Do you think this is fun? Wait until they get shot up by the damn cops. And if they actually survive the shooting, they're going in for a long medical stay, or maybe not at all. If they're lucky enough being caught in one piece, either they may get a little nick here or maybe a shot in the arm somewhere. They're going to jail. They're going to go to trial. They're going to have adults judge the kids. If it gets bumped up to that particular level of adulthood. Normally, a kid doesn't go up to adulthood, adult court systems, unless they did something really heinous by their own actions. And it's going to take an army of shrinks to figure out what the hell happened. But 300 kids. One of them reportedly didn't want to go to school. I don't know what the age of this asshole was. I did say the word asshole. Because it's not a nice kid that takes a gun to school for show and tell. A nice kid will bring something else in for show and tell. He doesn't bring an AR-15 or a shotgun or a handgun or all three. Good people don't bring guns to places like this unless they're expecting to do the damage. But they say it's for protection. I disagree. You're going to be handling a gun. You're going to be wanting to use the damn gun. And then you're going to be put on paper. You're going to be put in the papers for a short time, and then you'll disappear in history. You'll become a statistic. You're a number now. You're a number of a lunatic who tried to take away and destroy people's lives. Your name may or may not be remembered in history or recorded if you're lucky. But the victims' names, they'll be forever ingrained because of a lunatic decided to kill people. And yes, blame others for his own stupidity, even though the person picked up the weapon and he decided to destroy. Made the decision. I was more worried about my own damn stories about how I was handling my own damn mental illness a long time ago. How I'm still afraid half the time of whether or not if I may turn into that kind of situation. That's why I try to avoid situations like that at all costs. Because I don't trust me anymore. Let alone trusting anybody else for that matter. My dog is calling. 1 second. Well, Madam Fuss Budget, my dog. It's a nickname I got for her right now as it is. She's been wanting my attention because I am up right now. And because I'm up, she deserves my attention, she thinks. So she will whine at me like crazy. Even though I'm trying to get stuff done. Doesn't matter. Her attention is more important. Is that the case for these kids? I mean, I'm really trying to understand the generations that allow this stuff to happen. I'm trying to understand the logic of these lunatics, lawmakers, and the public allowing this stuff to happen. But apparently, we want more bloodshed. We want more people destroyed. I mean, that's probably the logic right now. We hear the outrage, we hear the need for more prayers and thoughts about damn shit. But we don't see the legislative action. We don't see the people screaming and yelling and everybody else trying to limit the damn weaponry. Or trying to figure out how come we're teaching our kids trying to kill people. I'm saying it out loud because other people are saying it. We keep screaming about it. We have the survivors screaming about it. We have Parents of the survivors and of the dead screaming about it. But does anybody listen? Ooh. Why would they? Why should they care? I was almost put into one of those kind of blotters. As an adult, a couple of decades back, I would have been put on one of those blotters. I would have been put on a short-term story and faded out into history. And the only people who will be suffering, actually, not the only people, there'd be a lot of people suffering through that one, including my family when they were still alive during those days. I mean, if I actually had decided to do something nastily dastardly, and I came damn close to doing so. Because I got to a point, I got sick and tired and sick and tired and sick and tired and sick and tired. I didn't surrender to a higher power at the point over there. I was going to be joining that higher power and probably sent to hell for it. Let's put that in reality. Let's put that in reality. It's a reality check. Terrifying, isn't it? Even adults will go crazy. But hell, adults had been going crazy for decades. A lot longer than that, I guess. Then we have to have people losing their quarks and then losing people's lives. We talk about it bluntly? No, because we have guidelines and terms and conditions that we have to follow by not following these. And if we hadn't followed, well, we're going to get tagged on this one. Well, I know I'm going to get tagged on this one. The thing is, I blame people. I blame them. I blame the parents who teach the kids how to do this stuff. Oh, they're going to deny. They're going to flat out deny on this one. Let them. Let them. They can only deny something that they already started in the first place. Their love of artillery. From small to large. They want the power. They want the feel. They think it's going to be protection like crazy. Until people misuse the damn thing and all hell breaks loose. But they'll blame the people for it. But they'll produce more. They'll produce more of the weaponry. Because that's what they'll do. They'll continue to do that. Until we're running into a situation where we just on a constant daily, we should be having tallies and scores about how many body counts we're going to be putting into the county morgues and body bags. Because we lack empathy, sympathy, humanity, compassion. We lack it. We have the fear. We have the terror. We have the anxiety. We have suspicion. We have it all. We think someone else is coming over to us right now. Don't you see that person over here? Don't you hear the madness in my voice trying to figure this thing out? Oh my God, there he is. There's that person. What's that person going to do? And on the other side of the aisle, they're going to be thinking the same damn shit. They're going to be thinking and saying the same damn stuff. There she is again. Okay, I got to put her back on the table again. I got to put her up here. Well, you're the one who... You ever dealt with a senior citizen dog? All partially blind and mostly deaf. And yet, it's the love of your life. This is what I have to deal with on a day-by-day for a long while now. Come here, Mama. Oh, come here. Come. No. You come here. You've been hollering at me like crazy for the past hour or so. Ever since I've been up. You comfortable enough? You comfortable enough? What's going on with you, huh? You can't be that tired. I know I'm not that exhausted either, but you can't be that tired, you silly dog. Come on. Come on, miss. Over 20, 21 years old. she's still got life left, and she still worries me because she's the last of family members I really love. I worry about her health as she slowly fades away. I'm worried not about my health because I know I'm going to be fading away. Just not today. But I'm also worried about that too because if I happen to go to different places that actually might have a situation where we're going to be losing our lives, yeah, that concerns the living crap out of me. But with that fear mongering going on, now I have to have a reason or a theoretical, logical reason that I have to have some kind of artillery or blade to protect me. Oh, goody. Why is that good? Can I show you something that's going to scare the living crap out of people? No, if I start showing that damn thing on there, it's going to scare the hell out of people. Bringing a Swiss Army knife into the place over here, that's going to be violating terms and conditions and everything else at this point over here. So I'll tell you about the damn thing. It's a small handheld Swiss Army knife. It says Swiss Army knife on it. It's got the logo on it. It's got doodads on it. It's not large. I used to have a larger one until I got stolen. So now I have a smaller one at home, which I don't carry out as much. And now we got kids outside playing fireworks. We have fires happening all over the place. Out in, let's see, one of the fires that we actually had in California, we had 3 kids starting off fireworks. They destroyed property, and now they're facing jail time. People have no common sense anymore. They don't. Just like a kid brings a weapon into a school or a different place and starts letting loose. You know what I worry about? I worry about our college campuses having the same damn stuff. It was a few years back, if I remember, that UCLA had a student pissed off at an associate professor. He caused a lockdown in the entire area. Students were basically stuck in their own areas. For once outside the campus, they stayed outside the campus while cops were looking for this one kid who went over to one particular classroom, found the guy he wanted, and then became part of the news cycle. Kid wasn't alive afterwards. I don't think the guy was alive after that encounter with law enforcement out there. But this is what I'm scared of. I go to college. I go to an adult college. And I've been there for nearly 10 years, taking 2 classes at a time, sometimes 1 class at a time. COVID really screwed around, not to mention losing people I love throughout the years, having the emotional impact on me that I had to take time off to process, to deal with, and come back in. So a lot of things happening in my life on that one. She wants to go dancing around all over the place. Let her. She needs the exercise in this place. So yeah, I'm belly aching at the people who keep belly aching other people who won't care one way or another. If they did, they wouldn't be putting up all their damn defenses left and right. It's the same old usual argument. We'll offer thoughts and prayers. We want more security. One particular candidate actually said that the schools are soft targets, and now he's going to become ridiculed like crazy on this one. Me, on the other hand, I'm having issues just trying to deal with things right now at home. And dealing with a dog who's got issues all over the place. I feel for the parents, the ones who've lost lives. I don't feel for the parents who actually helped create the lost lives, because they're part of the problem. And their upbringing as well, that goes beyond. People feel comfortable with weaponry. If they were trying to go for religious beliefs to back them up, we've had wars happening over that stuff. We've had genocides. Human history written in blood. And we have it in books. We have it recorded in documents and videos and audios. We cannot get past this. We're stuck with it because we can't get ourselves out of this perpetual loop that we're in. It's like a rat on a wheel that he can't get off of. He needs to get off, but there's no way out. Just keep spinning that damn wheel. Strapped in a cage. Squeak, 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 we go. We're running on that damn wheel in perpetuity until our body gives out, or until something else happens where we cause more damage than what we realize. And we're causing it a great deal. I can talk about it. Will people listen? Will they care? They'll point the political fingers and blame this and blame that and try to look for some kind of savior guy who's going to be saving their ass. People, get a life. Wake up and understand it. It's not one savior who's going to save your ass. It's supposed to be a whole community trying to save your ass. But I guess you're not a community because you really don't care. So, we're going to continue the rat wheel. We're going to continue that chasing that damn elusive wheel there. Because we don't know how to get the hell off the damn thing in the first place. We don't know how to stop it. Or care to. I don't care how many times you're going to be screaming and yelling at everybody at this point. You're the ones causing all this damn shit in the first place. You want the firearms to protect your ass. But if it's going to be protecting your ass, you've got to be harming everyone else. It's going to be having a grudge against each other. And then so on and so on and so forth. And have this nice chain reaction going on. And people are freaking out about this damn thing. So yeah, I blame you guys. November's coming up, and you're going to be funded for the same damn rat wheel. You're going to be turning this damn thing into politics and blame everybody else. It's the other guy's fault. I'm the superior one. I'm the one that's going to help you out. And he's the one putting you back on. Or she's going to be the one putting you back on the rat wheel, depending on your particular choice and your interpretation of it. So which particular one you feel is going to be putting you back on that wheel and keeping you locked there, or are you going to be picking out someone else? So we're going to be making it into a political thing. But keep this in mind, boys and girls, it's your decision. It's your damn vote. And if you can't get off your blasted asses out this one and figure this shit out without trying to point each other's fingers, or figuring that you have to destroy the other person because we have to destroy other people because we have to destroy this and destroy that. We need to. Come on. You guys just don't get it, do you? And you'll never get it because you're still stuck in that damn rat wheel. So I hope you enjoy the heart attack that you may get from it, since your heart can't stand all the pressure that you're putting onto it. And then maybe eventually you'll get off the damn thing trying to struggle for breath. Can you give a rat CPR? I mean, we're two-legged rats anyway. We'd try giving each other CPR if we had to. Rescue breathing, pump in the chest, make sure the blood's still going, making sure that the lungs are still full of oxygen. But when it comes down for what we keep thinking and what we keep pointing the fingers at, and this person's going to save us. No, they're not. It's going to be the community, and not just one person. If you can't get that through your head, well, we're stuck, or you're stuck. May, I'm going to try staying out of everyone else's way. Because apparently, folks, you just don't get it.